Happy Sunday, everybody. So I just came to talk to y'all real quick about ancestors, spirit guides, and these altars that y'all love setting up. Somebody sent me something, and I want to say this. When we set up these ancestors altars, of course, we're looking for the elevated ancestors. We always say prudent and benevolent, elevated, those that come in light and spirit and truth. The process of elevating your ancestors is something that is you giving from love, you giving from your heart, you looking to help your people, right? If we're here in human form to help other humans, then why are we not here to help our bloodline, our loved ones? There comes a time where everyone is going to have to do something to help their bloodline. But when you first started setting up your ancestors' altar, you're not looking for the ones that are in need of elevation. Those are the ones that will come later, right? No, you should not be setting up any other altar before you set up your ancestors' altar, because they hold the door for any of the spirits to come through. And they can close that door too. You know what I'm saying? Your Ori does not require an altar. You are the altar where your Ori is concerned. So what are you giving to your Ori? You're giving yourself light. You're giving yourself knowledge. You're giving yourself elevation. You're giving yourself healing. You're giving yourself the opportunity to do your shadow work and to learn and to grow and to heal and evolve and to elevate, all of those things. So do you need a separate altar for your Ori? Absolutely not. When you take that next step to have the Bovada, the spiritual altar, there is a glass on that altar for your Ori, right? If you're going to start giving light and energy to anything else, then of course you should be doing something with your own head. However, you are connected directly to your Ori that still remains in the heavens. So it isn't about what you do and the energy that you produce and the energy that you give out and what you give to yourself and your growth and your elevation and your shadow work and all of that matters what happens with your Ori. Your Ori is also an Orisha, and it's the only one that won't turn back away from you for any reason underneath this sun for the time that you are on this plane, right? Any other Orisha, any other deity will step away from you. And then your spirit guides don't work for free. I don't know where that premise came from, that, oh, the spirit guides are just there to help you. Nah, player, that's not how that works. They require something, especially if you are working them. They require payment for that work. It's not just because they're here to help you. Absolutely not. They, just like everybody else, want things as well as energy. So don't get into the habit of believing, oh, I can call upon this deity, I can call upon these spirits and all of this other kind of stuff and leave my ancestors for last. There's going to be a problem. Right? People talk about things that they don't understand and they don't know about because they don't understand the spirit world at all. The spiritual realm is very much fascinating to them, but they haven't delved enough into it to have one-on-one contact and communication with spirits for them to explain to them and for them to fully understand by experience how this works. If I am going to have a team of workers and defensive players and protection and all of that other kind of stuff, I'm going to go with who I know first, and those are my dead that have lived on this plane that I knew in life, right? I can speak to their character. I don't have to guess or wonder about the type of life that they lived. I lived that. I was there, right? I know them. I knew them. And people said, there was something said about, oh, the type of character that they were in life is the type of character they were on the afterlife. That's not true, right? When you, again, not understanding how spirit works and how the lift of this flesh, the release of this suit releases a lot of things, right? Some people, some spirits do remain very much low vibrational, but those are not the ones that we lean into, and those are not the ones that we call on. And I tell y'all all the time that there are different types of elevation practices that you can do for those that are not in your home, right? Those where Catholic church masses, that you do it for them at the church and you don't do anything for them in your house. You don't offer them light and water and energy. This is about energy. right? It's all about having the right frequencies and the right energies and the right spirits around you, and you being in the right energy and the right frequency, and you being the right type of spirit, so that the low vibrational ones don't have a window, a door, or even an ear for you to hear and or be involved with them. And that's where the higher vibrating ancestors come in and keep a balance, so that they don't get that close to you. You don't one and done me with spirit and tell me some crazy shit and think like, oh, this is something that everybody should be doing. It's not. This is how y'all are in trouble. This is how I'm out here trying to help massive people get their shit together and get stuff off of them and get spirits out their house and all this other kind of stuff, because y'all listening to these crazy people online. Stop listening to these people, please. Talk to your people. Talk to yourself. Talk to your own read. Did that sound right? Did it feel right? Did it make sense? No. It's easier. Don't do what's easy, because if it's too easy, there's got to be a reason for it. I teach very much balance and foundational and roots and go to the beginning and all of that kind of stuff in my teachings, because I understand the responsibility that I hold. And how do you build anything without a foundation? You can't build no houses, you can't build no buildings, you can't build anything that's going to stand without a foundation. So please remember that when you're thinking about spirits, right? The other thing that I wanted to say, that I give you all the information. I give you guys the information on your Ori. That's in my highlights. I give you the information about how do you know if an ancestor is elevated. That's in my highlights under ancestors videos. I give you how do you build an ancestor altar. I give you the how do you build a spiritual altar. I give you the how do I deal with my Ori. How do I cleanse my head, just understanding what Ori. I give you all of that information so that you can make a clear, sound decision on the route that you are going to take with your spiritual walk and your growth and your elevation and all of that other kind of stuff. I don't come on and I'm not the type of person that be in my comments just being nasty and rude to y'all because y'all don't agree with what I'm saying. It's how you say it to me is how you gonna get it back. You understand what I'm saying? I'm very much teaching even in my comments. So please read my comments. If you're going into somebody else's page and they're trying to teach something and they get opposition, look at how they respond. It says a lot about a person and a lot about their characters when you're looking at someone as, because they're not teachers, they're just sharing their spiritual knowledge. So in that way, you know what level that person is at by the way that they respond. Our characters are everything. I can't come on here trying to talk to y'all and teach y'all different ways, and then when you ask me a question, I'm just straight up rude and nasty to y'all. I would never do that. You know what I'm saying? It's what you say and how you say it that prompts a response from me, you know. I don't know, man. This social media thing is like a gift and a curse, and I want you guys to just be conscious of the decisions that you're making. Work very hard with this discernment thing and get your boundaries together. When you can rely on yourself to know when something feels off or something feels wrong, it's gonna save you a lot of trouble in the future. If it's too easy, there's a reason why it's too easy. Ain't nothing in this spiritual walk on this earth, on this plane, easy at all whatsoever. You don't get something for nothing. And that's with spirit too. You don't get something for nothing with them either. You're the human vessel that is still on this plane that is able to supply some of your energy to the spirits that no longer reside on this realm, for them to step back and forth across and for them to do things and workings for us and see things and all of that other kind of stuff on this plane, which is no longer their home. So you understand that whatever spirit that you get involved with, that you deal with in any way, shape, or form, they are going to require something from you. They not giving nothing up for free, period, point blank. Even if it's just you elevating you, it costs something, energy.